One cute.
Welcome, everyone. I decided to, with the seemingly stunning success of my last commentary vid, I decided why not bring Take into this.
Yeah. Today we're looking at Wolf 359.
I didn't unmute it in time. Five ships, all of them I want.
And I've been reskinned as a...
Looks like you've been turned into a Cheyenne.
yeah.
Meanwhile, I am the incorrectly potted Bellerophon. See, in Emissary, the Bellerophon has the triangular murder you with torpedoes pod.
Yeah. Looks like mine is the Kumar, or maybe
Kumari, I think.
Yeah.
I've seen some promotional footage, promotional shots of that. Makes sense.
And we got someone as a Niagara.
Lucky bastard. I want to be that ship, so I can take a look at it.
Yeah.
Now, let's discuss something fun. And that fun part is the fact that this is more or less an adaptation of a fan work. We have engaged the Borg, an oral history of Wolf 359. It was created by some very dedicated fans. Meaning, this is one of those rare cases of Gamma being turned into Beta, and what might as well be Alpha. Of course, there is just one problem with this. It says that the Hood was the survivor of Wolf 359 instead of the Endeavor, which makes next to no sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, a number of boats did show up here, including a few from lower decks, such as the Parliament class and the Akira, which more or less just showcases, once again, that my faith in the Registry codes being the best way to date these ships is validated. But let Take handle some of the stupider choices.
Okay, turn the voice volume down a bit more. Okay. Sorry, the game audio was a bit too loud. I've been having to turn things down to hear you. So you were talking about the various ships?
Yeah, Wolf 359's many boats.
Yep. And a lot of these boats have been statted for the tabletop RPG Star Trek Adventures, though not always though it's not, they don't quite follow what Ron says about registry codes tying into service date. For example, the Nebula and New Orleans, instead of being steps in the Galaxy program, were offshoots made to basically make a cheaper equivalent similar to the Miranda.
Which, again, does not match up with the Registry codes. Just look at the Bellerophon. $620.48. Oh, and then there's this one. The Canada. spelled with a K. An Akira. Oh boy, the Republic just got assimilated. That's horrible. But yeah, registry codes are the best way to date these boats.
Yeah. Of course, Star Trek Adventures tries to get around this by saying that registry codes are assigned to space frames, either arbitrarily to say, oh, this is a ship of this class, or this is a ship from this, or based on their based on the shipyards they came from.
Which is not how it works in real life. And I
Yeah.
seriously doubt Starfleet would deviate from that.
Yeah.
The ships are launched in chronological order. And to anyone wanting to go, hey, what about the constitutions? Allow me to point you at a certain naval vessel, the USS Midway. Look at it at launch, then look at it refit, then refit again. They don't look the same, do they? It is very logical, very reasonable to go,
Yep.
one was
And then there
1701, 1700,
yeah.
one was afterward. And of course,
Yep.
we all know what came after the original 1700 Constitution.
Yep. And with the Parliament, now, again, in Lower Decks, this thing is supposed to have been launched in the 2380s as sort of like in STA's lore, this is supposed to be like a counter to the Luna. A opposite design philosophy. The Luna was followed the mission pod aesthetic. The Parliament was a more conventional type.
Yet one of them shows up here.
Yeah. And the registry code they give the USS Parliament Pathfinder vessel NX 81590.
Someone really screwed up.
Yeah.
Regardless, it is a testament to the common sense and logic of this that that Cryptic actually adapted it. Of course, there is the problem of the hood.
Yeah.
But I presume that's just personal preference. Why go with the option that says, well, you get the idea. Point is, the Endeavor always makes more sense. Because the hood survives. We see the hood during Chintaka.
Yeah.
And the Excelsior class got its ass kicked during Wolf 359. And then there's the Flagship problem. You see, the book goes with a Galaxy class. The USS Columbia. Somebody didn't do their research. See, Galaxy was the first, obviously. Lowest registry code of them all. And the next code after that is USS Yamato, 7/1807. This is followed by the Odyssey at 1832 at a 7.
Yeah.
Fourth ship of the class is quite likely the Enterprise. Followed by USS Challenger. Actually, yeah, Challenger seems to have been the second one.
Huh.
Anyway, Venture seems to have been the sixth ship, launched in 2066. So, Columbia being a galaxy doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And in case you're wondering what my numbers are based on, 2359 for Galaxy's launch date.
And then one galaxy for each following year. These things are...
With a year-long break for, fine-tuning the Galaxy-class design using the existing space frame.
Yeah.
That's actually a thing in real life. The YF-22 to F-22. That sort of thing. That makes sense. Columbia, not so much.
Yeah.
So, as far as reason says, the Endeavour, which also, by the way, showed up in First Contact, and survived First Contact, a bit of a note to the guys that, wrote the book. The Endeavour does show up. So, you're gonna have to do some reworking on Sector 001. Gotta admit, this is a very nice recreation of what the Enterprise D would run into.
Yep.
Still, I will give the writers of the book the respect they are due.
Yeah.
They made sense. It's logical. And, well, with a few minor problems.
Yeah.
For example, they even acknowledge the Akira is pre-Galaxy.
Yeah.
Along with, the Parliament being very, very early TNG. Makes sense. Same with the California class. When things make sense, I don't have a problem. Do you have a problem?
Nope.
You are, however, having lag problems.
Yes.
But that's the thing I like about Cryptic. They go with what makes sense. Unless they're forced to include things like, STD. That's mandated.
Yeah.
But they didn't have to include what is essentially a gamma version of the Battle of Wolf 359. But they did. Because it makes sense. It is, beat for beat, a recreation of the oral history of Wolf 359. So, Cryptic has canonized the book, for lack of a better term. So, well done, Cryptic, and well done, the writers of the book. Though, I will continue to criticize the fact that you chose a Galaxy as its flagship.
Yeah. I mean, I can sort of understand why. A Galaxy class was the biggest, baddest ship, well, biggest, most powerful ship Starfleet had at the time.
Of course, that kind of insults the Enterprise D.
Yeah.
Look what happened to the D. She survived the Borg 3 times before Picard got his ass kidnapped.
Yeah.
That says the Galaxy class would actually have a great time at surviving the Borg.
Yeah.
So, props to the writers. Nothing but good things to say about them. A few minor criticisms, but that's about it. I will put a link to the book in question in the vid description. And of course, Taka and I will continue to do Tetha shipyard stuff. Hopefully we can get our hands on some of these boats so we can finally talk about them.
Yeah. And a lot of them will be covered already in the Utopia Planitia book or the Lower Decks campaign guide. So those videos will probably just be me reading the overview and capabilities things and the stat blocks and
Me
Ron's.
correcting all the mistakes.
Yeah.
Still, I thank Take for indulging this little discussion vid. And I thank you for watching. Leave your thoughts in the what the hell? Oh. I saw a Borg thing there, so Housecoat Gaming signing off.